Hey, welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Wow, we had a downpour here just recently, and I mean, it was torrential rain. The chickens are like, get us in the coop now. And so they're put up and saying, can we come out now? And I'm like, no, not yet. The red potatoes harvested, we just had some for our supper. And let me tell you something, friends, there is absolutely nothing better from garden to plate in the same day. Fresh red potatoes taste nothing like store-bought potatoes. I hope you get the opportunity to try it, and I appreciate your comments. What I really wanted to talk about is, and this is a sore spot, sort of, with me and the missus, is I used to say all the time to her, what if I wasn't here? How would you solve that problem? What would you do to get from A to B, C to D? What would you do in this event? And it was just going over and over and over again. Now, military personnel being separated, I'm sure would have some idea what's going on, but for a majority of us civilians that have not been in the military and had to have the experience of being away for a year or two from one another, that's an event that I don't think a lot of people are prepared for. A lot of people have not rehearsed that. And so she goes, where are you planning on going somewhere? Are you planning on doing something? Is there something I should know? And I'm like, no, this is prepping. This is to have a plan A, both of us together, functioning, working, doing our chores, doing whatever. Plan B, where one of us may be injured, one of us may be sick, one of us may be out, you know, doing patrol, guarding the home front in an SHTF. What is your function, not just for her, but for me? What should we be doing in plan B, plan C? And unfortunately, I got sick. I was in the hospital for a month on a ventilator, and she was sick, but she knew how to function doing the things, especially like taking care of the animals, taking care of the garden, but she was so sick, she couldn't really do everything that it would take two people to do. And so, as a result of my illness, we lost a whole season's worth of tomatoes and canning. Okay? So, in that event, plan A, plan B, plan C, call for help. Is there anybody you have to help you can? Do you have that type of organization? Do you have those close ties with friends or family or something? We don't have any family close. My parents are gone, so is hers, and we don't have any family close at all. Friends are also distant, and you know, so we rectified that by having, plan A call, plan B call, plan C call, and ask for help. So we don't have that mistake again. And that's where people in your group, tribe, whatever you want to call it, if you have one, need to be there for you. And we ejected pretty much a lot of people because nobody followed up and nobody said, hey, we haven't seen or heard from you in a while, what's going on, all that kind of stuff, and saying you're going to be on your own, and so we've started over again and rectified that situation as well. Does your significant other know where certain things are kept? Can they access those self-defense items and know how to operate it proficiently without you being there? How about bug out location, following a map, communication? Have you gone over all of this stuff? Because the reason I'm going over this now is in a real SHTF or a real scenario that could happen at any time, people are going to panic. People are going to say, what do I do next? What do I do next? And not know what to do, especially if you haven't practiced. And I'll just use this as an example. A long, long time ago, I was playing football a long time, and I was a tailback. I could run like the wind. I mean, Jackrabbit fast. And finally, I got a chance. Came into the locker room and said, you're starting on the scrimmage as tailback. And I'm like, what? And they go, yeah, you practice hard enough, you practice long enough, you're doing great. We're going to give you an opportunity to start. Every plan, every play I had memorized, rehearsed throughout the whole summer, I completely forgot. Couldn't remember a thing. I was so like, oh my God, what's going on there? And I made a complete idiot of myself the first couple plays. And I was very disappointed in myself. Fast forwarding 40 years, listen, Jackrabbit fast went to turtle slow. And I'm still thinking, what do we do about this? What do we do about that? So keep that conversation in the forefront of your mind and saying, what do we do if there's a power outage? Is there a breaker switch? Is there a generator? Is there alternative lighting? Is there alternative fuel? Is there alternative heating, cooling? What do we do if someone is away? You could be just as simple as, hey, I'm, at work and the highway's backed up for miles and I won't be there because it's 30 miles away. I won't be there for 8 hours walking on foot. Have you gone over all of this? Be redundant. Don't get bored. Just say, hey, look, let's go over this again. Do we know what this happens? In case you're not here, what do I do? Is there a list of contact if we're able to contact? All the basic stuff. But people get complacent. Nothing's happened. They see it on TV. Wow, I'm glad I'm not there. One of these times, it may be you. One of the saddest things that we had when we were in business insurance was when a widow came in her mid, 60s retirement, and her husband did not believe in life insurance, and this is no pitch for that, but he's dead. And suddenly, being a housekeeper for, 40 years, raising the kids, never allowed to work outside the home, all of a sudden, he left her nothing. And now she has to go to work for the first time and saying, I have no idea what to do. And she's completely lost. Don't be that person. Be prepared. Have plan A, B, C ready to go, rehearsed. What if, what if, what if? And that's just my tip for today. We just had this conversation again, and it's a sore spot, but it shouldn't be. It should be, I'm set. We don't want anything to happen. Hopefully nothing will happen. Who knew I was going to be in the hospital in a coma? But that's how fast things can happen. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I hope this is helpful. Welcome to the new subscribers. I appreciate your comments. Do not post links in the comments. Don't post links in the comments. Keep them friendly. Appreciate it. In English. English only. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Get yourself right with God. Get baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. Greg out.